Since its debut in 1992, the WRX was meant for tearing up the off-road. And like it wasn't already berserk enough, this 2011 has a Stage 2 performance package. Downpipes and a tune boost the stock 265 horsepower and 244 foot-pounds of torque nearer to 300. Factor in its tin can-like 3,200 pound curb weight, and this thing hits 60 miles an hour in under 5 seconds. All while achieving a civilized 19 and 25 mile per gallon rating. With seating for 5 and even more room for ear-to-ear grinning, the WRX is one hell of a car. And despite having only 4 cylinders, the optional SPT exhaust emits a flurry of delightful noises. The interior is far from immaculate, but it actually looks kind of good. It's minimalistic, but its simplicity reminds you that this is a driver's car, not a limousine. I like the seats. It's very well done for cloth. It only comes in one color unless you get the limited edition, so not very many options to choose from there. The one complaint I do have about the interior would be the AC unit. It's got 3 knobs that look like they're out of a Toys R Us car. It's a very comfortable driving position. The seats are very supportive. I like it. Acceleration in this car is terrific. Wow. First and second gear pull like a monster. Feel the boost kick in. Third gear acceleration's pretty good. Steering is a little loose for my liking, kind of interesting. The Scion FRS, which is exactly the same car as the Subaru WRX, had a little bit stiffer steering, which I preferred. This car is loose, but it does point exactly where you want it to go. You turn the steering wheel and the car jolts that way, but I think it could offer maybe a little more steering feel, and tightness would be nicer. Let's see how it corners. This has got an all-wheel drive system, so traction really isn't an issue in acceleration runs. This can keep up with cars with a lot more horsepower because it just has so much grip. This car is meant to be driven aggressively, and they're incredibly tunable. Stage 2 systems are not that expensive, and you can do ridiculous things to Subarus for not very much money and make them compete with very, very high-end exotic sports cars for a budget. Alright, acceleration here. First and second gear pull extremely hard. This car is definitely fast. Alright, hit this turn pretty fast here. Handle's good. The seats aren't quite as supportive as I would like. Kind of falling out of them, but overall pretty good. Downshift. Oh, corners well. Wow, no traction loss there. 4-wheel drive system working terrifically. Wow, this car handles very well. Brakes are good. Corners incredibly flat. Got a lot of power out of the turns. Wow, phenomenal. This car is a blast in the turns. Oh my gosh. I haven't lost traction once, and I'm going pretty fast on this tight, twisty road. Very confidence-inspiring. The first time behind the wheel of a WRX, and this thing handles like a beast. So the steering isn't that stiff, but it's definitely direct, and it points exactly where you want it to go. Plenty of power in the Stage 2. Doesn't make me want to get an STI at all. This is definitely enough. You know, people talk about all-wheel drive being worse for handling than rear-wheel drive, but as a non-professional driver, the power is so accessible in this car with the all-wheel drive platform that I can hit these turns at a very fast speed and I'm fine. The thing that's so great about this car being all-wheel drive is that you can take it up to the ski slopes. Rainy weather isn't an issue. You can still drive aggressively even when the pavement's wet. If you're into sports cars, you can't dislike this car. Even if you buy it brand new for $26,000, it's one of the best packages if you're looking for a fast, sporty ride that's also somewhat nice inside. Subaru has listened to people's complaints. Before, the WRX and the STI were known as fast cars with terrible plasticky interiors. And while it continues with that theme of plastic, the interior is not terrible by any means. The seats actually look pretty good. And despite the fact that the interior is really simplistic, it doesn't look bad whatsoever. And it certainly makes up for it in its power delivery and its excitement factor. This car is a blast. For a car that's this fast, this is one of the most reliable cars that you can buy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review. I very much enjoyed driving the Stage 2 WRX. It was a total blast. This car is a rocket ship. It handles so well. Like always, like this video, comment, leave feedback, and subscribe to our channel. And if you have any more questions concerning your first car purchase, visit www.vehicle-virgins.com. Thank you.